Welcome to the Fearless Floyd Show. As always, I am your host, Fearless Floyd, and today is August 1st, 2024. And welcome to the show. Tonight, treason against the state. See Article 1, Section 22 of the Texas Constitution. Treason against the state is an actual article of the Constitution for the state of Texas. We're going to dive in and I'm going to show you what that looks like. I've been on this for a hot minute. There's a reason I've been on this for a hot minute. Back on January 6th. That's a funny date, Floyd. Wonder why you chose that. Two, the Honorable Greg Abbott, Governor, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, Attorneys General Ken Paxton, Agricultural Commissioner Sid Miller, Land Commissioner Don Buckingham, Secretary of State Jay Nelson, Chief Justice of the Texas Supreme Court Nathan Hecht, Chief Judge of the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals Sharon Keller. I can go on and on and on, but you can read these yourself. These are going to be static. Every one of these names was a recipient of this document that you're looking at. Now, I want you to note this is the chief state law enforcement officer. This is the chief law enforcement officer of Harris County, Dallas County, Travis County, which is Austin, and that's San Antonio. That's El Paso. Here's the charge, folks. Treason against the state. Treason against the state shall consist only in levying war against it or adhering to its enemies, giving them aid and comfort, and no person shall be convicted of treason except on the testimony of two witnesses to the same overt act or on confession in open court. See Texas Constitution, Article 1, Section 22. Two Texans, equitable acknowledgement, affirmation, and acceptance of oaths of office in and for the United States of conflicts of interest, criminal acts of treason, treason-related offense, witness statements and prayers for relief, which may be granted as a stated claim, signed, sealed, and delivered. To all men know by these presents, greetings. Comes now Floyd.Tarvin IV and Minister Jesse Wayne Henley Jr., hereinafter Texans, men of substance, with peace and dignity, as inhabitants on the land, United States of America, and on the state of Texas, breathing air and water, breathing air from water, hereinafter law, so graciously provided to all by the Creator of all, and here being created in God's image, we come as peaceful, non-combatant, law-abiding American native Texan, and hope this letter finds you well in honor, good faith, and with clean hands. I start off with a little Bible verse. Boom, 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 boom. Just hold them accountable. And who's holding them accountable? Because it's not me even, it's the divine. Gotta lay out everything on treason. I back it up with links proving everything alleged in this double affidavit of treason against the state of Texas. You're more than welcome to go vet all this. I will post this up on my website for you to go look at and read. I've done multiple videos on this. As you see here are the complainants. Here's the federal statutes being violated. And as you see, this is very thorough. And because I am in Texas, and here we are in Texas, I have to lay out the law of the land, right? And I'll show you the signed copy, additional evidence. Okay. And I chose these for a reason. Here's Chip Roy. Here's Greg Abbott. Okay. It's not like they don't know what's going on. It's not like they're not trying to do something or say they're doing something about it, right? So as we go on, this is what's supposed to happen. Capia should be issued. Blah 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 blah. This is the law. I'm not making it up. Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, Article 23.02. Treasonous actors. And here they are, folks. And here's what I demand. They be taken into custody and held no bond. Period. This story. Lock them up. Go ahead, key. Let's show them what Texas justice is all about. And here's your two main actors. Right here. So the same faces, same names, same culprits. You know who they are. Ain't no secret. Even old dirty ass Mitch McConnell. Republicans are just as complicit as the Democrats. It's just predominantly the Biden administration. And that's who most of these, well, I'd say the majority of these people are. I end with a prayer, certificate of service, which I will show you. It also went to mainstream news outlets as well as alternative news outlets, as well as social media influencers. Absolutely. Uh-huh. Some of them do their personal addresses. Um, well, why this isn't coming in. Perfect. A second ago. Here we go. Oh, before I even show you that, because you see this is July 27th, 2024. Oh, here you go. This is the first video I did on it. Okay. After I drew that up, Jesse and I signed it, got it notarized. We submitted it to everybody. I did a video about it 6 months ago. And you see how many views it has. I don't know if these are suppressed, shadow ban views. Boom. And then I followed it up a month later. Joe Biden was coming to Texas. Will Texas arrest Joe Biden? 110 views. Obviously, Joe Biden was not arrested, was he? Right? That's what I asked for. See the prayer. Wherefore, premises considered and all presumptions rebutted, oath of office is acknowledged, affirmed, accepted of, in and for the United States Supreme Court Chief Justice and Associate Justice, included but not limited to court officers concerning conflicts of interest, treason acts of treason related offense. This American judicially notices all the above described persons in America is watching under God of liberty and justice for all. Not only are your reputations at stake in this matter, but your very own political lives are now under the microscope of all Americans, as we will know the truth self-evident by your actions, whether the great state of Texas is compromised with treasonous actors corrupting Texas and America from the inside out. In all things, these Americans pray. Honorable recipients uphold all dignity, courage, integrity, ethics, morals, and standards of all Texans and Americans, and hold accountable those actors who have clearly and unequivocally failed to honor their oaths of office, and expel those actors from the political arena and introduce them to the criminal justice arena so that the American people can instill the full faith and credit in our pursuit of happiness. So be it, so be it, so be it. Amen. So you see, way back then, 7, 8 months ago now, yeah, hey, what's up, man? It's not looking good for you guys. Looks like y'all are in on the okey doke. Wink, wink, nod, nod. Well, uh, I thought it was about high time because some people were coming to town. So July 27th, I prepared this letter and it went out the very next day. To whom it may concern, subject matter, treason against the state of Texas Biden administration. And attached to this letter was, of course, the letter that I just read, that 15-page document. To whom it may concern, the enclosed formal sworn affidavit of charges of violation of Article 1, Section 22 of the Texas Constitution of treason against the state of Texas by Joseph Robinette and Biden administration on the 6th day of January 2024, to which clearly and unequivocally ignored by every recipient. You have allowed numerous Biden administration officials waltz in and out of the state of Texas without as much as a detention, interview, etc. Should say your non-actions speak louder than words and prove complicity with illegal immigration and the evil that transpires through an open border policy, i.e., gang rapes, murders, narcotics, weapons, money, humans, and on and on. The fact that a minister of God submitted a formal complaint and not one recipient has contacted complainants. Pitiful and a slap in the face of every Texan. Again, reeks of complicity. Yours faithfully in Christ, in God we trust. And of course, I signed it and sent it off. So, what's going on this week? Who's that? That's one of the treasonous actors as she leaves Houston 6 hours ago. What you don't see is her being detained, interviewed. You don't see DPS. You don't see Harris County Sheriff's Department. You don't see anybody. You see just a big old Democratic hug fest. Oh, Sheila Jackson Lee died. The dumbest congressperson in the history of the United States of America died, and y'all act like Einstein passed away. Somebody who actually contributed to society and will live in infamy. My God, I hope you don't erect any monuments to that monstrosity, Sheila Jackson Lee. So, as I carry on, nothing, no arrests, no detains. What else was going? Oh, this old dude came to Houston too. That guy, President Joe Biden. And what happened? He waltzed right back out of Texas. Here's a scan. Two, three. That's not loading. Four, five, six, seven, Fresh. Page 8. Just so y'all can see. A gold foil seal, baby. Play around. Page 8. Fresh these pages. 9. And you know the names, you know the faces. Same culprits. Go down here. Almost to the last page. Let me refresh that. Here's your certificate of service. Like I said, we go back one. Prayers. Said my prayers. But there you go. So ask yourself this question. And again, I will state on the record, I declare to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. I have not received a phone call, a visit, a text, an email, a letter, any type of communication from any one of the recipients, stated and not stated on the original letter. Not once. Nobody. That includes Jesse. No one has contacted him from any of those. All of those politicians, nobody from their office, nobody from their staff has contacted myself or Minister Jesse Henley. So ask yourself again. You're looking at the facts. I'm telling you what the facts are. I'm showing you what I've done. Everything is backed up by law. Yet, is there complicity within our politicians? Is this some big master grand plan that they're making it look like some that's, things are happening that really are not happening? It's all optics. So you have to ask yourself that question, folks. A legitimate formal complaint filed by a minister, no, not just, you know, one minister, but it was filed by two people who are alleging that they're a witness to treason. Ignored. That's the world. That's the state of affairs that you have allowed your government to seize and govern you any which way they like. When you actually have a legitimate complaint, it's wholly ignored, even though it's in the Constitution in black and white. These folks are traitors. They're treasonous. They don't have the power to authorize some law enforcement officer, agency, judge, justice to act, to issue a capias, to issue a warrant. Do you think it's not important enough when you're trying to build a barrier to stop illegal immigration and the federal government sues you to remove the barrier to prevent illegal immigration into your state? Sounds like they're aiding and abetting the enemies and levying war against the state. I can't make it any clearer. It's up to you to decide. Is the state of Texas complicit in the open border policy of the Biden administration? Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share, pop that notification bell, leave a comment below. Always check back, make sure you're still subscribed and you still have that notification, because the powers greater than I will unsubscribe you and turn the notification bells off. And they will remove your likes. It's real fun being Fearless Floyd. It's quite the adventure, because when they attack me, folks, they always attack me on all fronts. So as you remember, I went through a hurricane about 2 weeks ago, right? No electricity, no internet. I didn't know it, but my phone blew up. And apparently it must have been my SIM card as well. Well, yesterday, my internet started acting up. So they told me go get a new router. So, or a new modem. So that's what I went and did today. So as I'm getting the modem, my phone stops working. So I get home, hook the modem up, and I can't access the modem because my phone doesn't work and I can't open the app to get the router to work or modem to work. So I had to go to the T-Mobile store, and I swear to God, I almost left. And I'm gonna do a video on this one, and didn't have my passport book or some other identification other than a U.S. passport card. So I turned around, come back, got my proper credentials so they could open my account, went back, and SIM card, not even 10 days old. Boom, already went bad. So you tell me, because it always happens simultaneously, like within 24 hours of each other. Huh? Is that a coincidence? I don't know. A lot of dots kind of get connected, kind of wink, wink, nod, nod. Y'all have a good weekend. I'll catch you when I catch you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, leave a comment below. I am the Fearless Floyd Show across every social media platform. The Fearless Floyd Show, yahoo.com is my email. Go check my store out at thefearlessfloydshow.com. Get your class